What's up? Today's video, we're talking about the T-Mobile home internet mesh system 30 days later. So if you're ready, let's jump right into this video. So, equipment, the T-Mobile gateway, the Wi-Fi access point, 5G is supposed to be a 5G high performance gateway. Now, so is it Wi-Fi robust coverage? So we're supposed to get up to 100 megabytes per second for this gateway uh, with this extended coverage on this access point. And each access point gives you up to 2,200 square feet. So if you have a house that's more than 2,200 square feet, then like I said in my last video, you would need 1 to up to 5 is allowable on just one gateway. Now, if you needed more than 5, then you would actually have to get a newer gateway. So you would actually have to get another gateway plus whatever, how many of these you would need for a bigger house or upstairs or downstairs if it's more than 2,200 feet per access point. So the setup is easy, as you've seen in the unboxing. We did the unboxing and the setup. And as you noticed in the last video also, we set it up. You set up this together under the T-Life app. Let me just say this. You want to know what the pros and cons to having this setup or this new home internet plus mesh gateway system? So with the mesh added to the gateway, so you get fast download speeds and you get fast upload speeds. But it also depends on your area. So what could you do if you're getting 100 megs or better? Or I would say an average normal connection is from 50 megabytes and higher than 100 megabytes, which this can actually go up to 600 megabytes with these combined, and possibly higher, almost up to a gig, if you have good coverage in your area and you're not going through bandwidth issues or latency, um, and you're not in that that zone of the day where it's how you say that, where the actual connection is not constipated on the network, if you understand what I'm saying. So is this setup worth it? Yes indeed. This is a whole lot better than the other gateways that T-Mobile has to offer for these, also like Verizon and AT&T. I happen to say, from my experience with the T-Mobile gateways and reliable sources that I know that I've talked to, saying that these T-Mobile routers are very good. They're almost compared to Verizon's gateways when they are actually working good. So, so this setup is great for gaming, streaming, and also getting your work done on a daily basis. If you got plenty and heavy workload. So this actually setup is actually very good. The connection is fast, but like I said, sometimes during the day, it could be a little constipated. It'll be slowed down a little bit, but you got to think about that's normal on any cellular or internet uh, connection with any kind of service that you get, if you understand what I mean. So, what are the cons? There's a lot of people that have mixed reviews, and so we're gonna go over some of those mixed reviews, and the customers, they either love the connection, love the service, or they either experiencing issues with the connection. It's not just me here in my location. Yes, I experience issues, as you see in some of my other videos. Um, this gateway has its problems just like everybody else's. When not necessarily saying there's a technical issue with it, but it's a more of a connection issue, because this gateway is actually way better than the previous gateways since the past 30 days that I've had this. And I'll do another 3-month review later on down the line and let you know that, is it still worth it? Is it still reliable? Am I having issues with the actual gateway and the mesh network? Am I still having issues? So look forward to that, and I'm gonna give you the honest truth, each and every time. So we're gonna go with our first review. Uh, they say T-Mobile service is generally reliable and consistent, with most users finding it to be a solid option. They find this to be a solid option. However, some users have reported occasional problems, like what I previously said, um, which, like I said, I have issues depending on the constipation of the day, uh, all of the connections not working correctly. T-Mobile's having their issues with the towers. Same with same as Verizon, same as AT&T, same as all these other third-party companies. Everybody has constipation times during the day, if you understand what I mean. So, number 2 review. T-Mobile Home Internet Plus is slightly more expensive compared to other options, so other cellular company, home internet companies. While the setup process is pretty much the same on any home internet service provider, it could these kind of setups can be challenging for some people that is not actually tech savvy or really don't understand the setup and how tech actually works. So that's why I make these videos, to help you, to help me, to help others around us that actually don't watch YouTube. So social media, I help people on social media other than just doing on YouTube. And like I said, others find it pretty much straightforward if you're a little tech savvy and you know how to set up these kind of things, like setting up televisions, setting up your iPad or your phone for the first time. You kind of have the general idea on how to set things up. It's pretty self-explanatory. It becomes a natural thing once you've done it a few times. So on to the next one, number 3. This review, one notable feature is T-Mobile's 5G network. So as of right now, they're saying that 5G network on T-Mobile is being compared with Verizon's, sometimes AT&T. But like I said, it comes to your coverage area. And if you have a lot of congestion during the day or a lot of constipation during the day, people is not computers and computers are not people. We are the ones that have to control the actual computers. So there's a lot of people say, computers are going to take over the world one day. You still got to have a person to take care of the computer. The computer can't run forever by itself. You understand what I'm saying? So 5G network, which offers excellent coverage at times, at least 90% of the time, it's cool. You got that 10% lag time or 10% where you actually have to go and reboot your system every once in a while. I tried to reboot my gateway at least one time a day. If not one time a day, every 24 hours, every other day. That keeps it running good. Just like your iPhone, you have to reboot your iPhone every couple of days. It keeps your iPhone rolling, or either your Samsung phone. You know, you have to reboot computers often if you want them to keep running good. You know, this is what we have to do. Sometimes I have to shut this thing down for about 5 minutes, let it rest, because it's always running. After I let it rest for 5 minutes, I can go a whole week without having to reboot it most of the time if I'm not having any congestion during the day, during peak hours and stuff like that. So people have issues in rural areas. I'm kind of in a city, but kind of in rural because I have trees outside of my house, so it kind of kills the coverage sometimes. But and having two or three towers around the same area within a mile range or 2 mile range, it causes issues and interference sometimes, especially when it kind of metal or roof or trees or any. You want to keep this kind of stuff away from like microwaves, televisions. You don't want to put that too close to that because it will cause interference and you won't get a reliable connection. That's where this little puppy comes in at. This right here. You put that 10 feet away from this router, and I would say if you're still having issues in that area where you're mostly sitting at, watching TV or whatever, then you would get a second one of these. You know, it would help out a lot. So, like I said, every 10 feet. So my 10 feet is on a counter in my living room / kitchen where you seen it in the last video. That's good for me. If I need more coverage upstairs, then I'll put another one upstairs, uh, right above. So that's 10 feet up, uh, above the ceiling. So when you're setting this thing up, you need to look for your weak spots. And on the T Life app, as long as this thing is green, it's good. If it's white, you don't have a good spot. So you need to move it. But at least give it at least 2 minutes to set for it to turn green. If you understand what I'm saying. The great part about T-Mobile is you don't have to worry about, like I said in some of my other videos, a data cap like with Verizon and AT&T. So with T-Mobile, you get that unlimited as long as you're on a great home internet plan. Which this setup right here, even though it's plus, if you have cell service with them or you just have this by itself, it's just $55 a month. It's unlimited. And like I said, there is no cap. Yeah, it'll start slowing down at once you reach 100 gigs. But if you're working and yeah, it'll slow down a little bit to like 4G, going from 5G to 4G. But 4G is still good. LTE is still good. You can still do things that you got to do. That speed might drop for me, that speed might drop from 300 to like 175 megabytes. I can still do a lot of stuff with that. Since I got this, my upload speed's been a whole lot better. I've been able to upload to YouTube, just like that, very, very quickly. You know what I mean? Now, number 4, this review. They said the price is also reasonable. Like I said, it's $55 a month, unlimited, no data cap. They said especially for existing T-Mobile customers, but it also works for new T-Mobile customers because you get some promotions when you set this up. they normally throw something in the deal. You either get a free gift card or they give you some kind of setup that you can add to your house other than something that actually connects to Wi-Fi. So they'll give you a package like that. Number 5, overall, the T-Mobile home internet with the mesh system is very suitable for any family. Uh, like I said, up to 2,200 square feet in a house. 10 feet away from your router, move this 10 feet away. So from the past 2 weeks to now, how would I say that this this actual system works for me? Well, from the 2 weeks to now, and now being 30 days that I've actually had this, um, I have no complaints. Like I said, you have that congestion sometime during the day or on the weekend when there's heavy users on the towers, you know. But you got to expect that. There's nothing perfect. This kind of stuff is never going to be perfect. It's made by man. So does it work? Yes. Does it work better than the previous models? Yes. Because of this little thing right here. So I'm going to leave that with you to understand, to circumvent, to take in, you know. MrNoble ain't gonna never steer you wrong. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. That speed, it's up and down for me. It's still pretty much the same. Uh, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, or ring the notification bell, however you want to say it. Please do that for me. I really appreciate all the support and all of y'all watching. Uh, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers, finally, after 3.5 long years. So I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate myself. I appreciate all the love. Thank you for all the support. I'm always going to be there to help you in the comment section. Wherever you leave a comment, I try to I try to reply on every single person's comment that has a question or needs help. Just let me know. MrNoble's here for that. I'm always here for that noble cause. You know, help you out. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one, and I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate all the love. I couldn't do it without y'all. Remember, I'm nothing without y'all. I'm nothing without you. Thanks for all the love again. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.